never get to come over here.
I know, it's so comfy over
nice.
here. I like it over here. Well, it feels like it's been a long time coming, and now the wait is almost over. We are thrilled to formally introduce Scott Covert as the next chief meteorologist of 5 News. Welcome, Scott.
Thank you so much. It is truly a dream to be here at 5 News. Tracking storms where I grew up, falling in love with weather at a station that I fell in love with as a young kid.
Yes, so you grew up in Altus, Ozark
That's
area.
Right. That's right.
You went to Ozark High School.
Proud Ozark Hillbilly.
Yeah.
Got some purple on tonight. Big shout out to the Ozark Hillbillies.
Oh, very
guy.
nice.
Yeah, how about that? So I had a lot more hair back in the day. It's fallen out over the years.
You grew up watching 5 News. I really wish we had a picture of this. You said during your job interview, you even had a 5 News themed graduation party for high school.
I'm truly a 5 News super fan to the fullest extent.
That's amazing. And talk about your passion for this area and the weather, because growing up in the River Valley, you actually said that you were scared of severe storms, and now
I really
you love
was.
them.
I really was. Boy, at even the slightest sound of thunder, I was terrified, and I thought it was time to go to the storm cellar. But I'd call my grandpa, he'd walk me through it, and he always had Channel 5 on. Old bunny ears, tinfoil on top of them, right? There in the Altus River bottoms, there's not exactly the best TV signal, right? And we'd get through the storms together. I watched Jay Hillgartner and Garrett Lewis, and eventually I would learn what they were looking at and what they were tracking, and so that fear morphed into an interest and eventually into a passion. And so that's kind of my story.
Yeah, learn from Hillgartner. Oh my gosh.
A true teacher, right? Yeah.
So let's talk about the outdoors. I know you love to be outdoors, not
to
only with the ducks, but the dogs.
Oh yeah, I'm a big dog guy. Got 3 golden retrievers of my own. I've had 5 at one point.
Wow.
At 3 right now, you can see a few photos of them. That's Stormy right there, appropriately named.
Perfect.
Now, look, I love to duck hunt, but the fact is they're not duck dogs. They they can retrieve a tennis ball, and that's the extent of their retrieving. My life revolves around those pups. Truly, every day, if I'm not tracking storms, I'm probably playing with the pups.
You know, it's interesting when you say you grew up in Altus. I'm sure you remember that massive tornado that came through there.
Sure. So I was
several years ago.
I was streaming 5 News that night because what some folks might not know is Joe Pennington, who was the morning meteorologist here for 10 years. He's actually my cousin.
Yes.
So I was streaming him that night when that tornado really tracked across the family farm. It was very near and dear to both of us, and it was a really scary night.
Absolutely.
All right, so now you hit the airwaves Monday, 4 o'clock sharp.
Finally.
Monday, unless Mother Nature throws us a curveball tonight, hoping they don't.
Stephen,